I'm Tanji Johnson, and welcome to my kitchen, where all the magic happens. Every week I fill my vitamin case, which I love this organizer because instead of walking around with the whole case, I can actually take the case for each day. So they have a case for Sunday all the way through Saturday. Molecular Testing Labs has given me a lot of insight on how my body metabolizes minerals and vitamins. So one of the things I wasn't sure about is that I actually need more B6 in my diet. So that means that I'm actually going to take an extra serving of B6 than what I was normally doing. I also learned through my DNA test that I am vitamin A deficient, which means I need to get vitamin A through my diet because I can't supplement with it because it's actually toxic to the body. But I can do that with eating more sweet potatoes, carrots, dark leafy vegetables, tropical fruits, liver, but I'm not gonna eat liver, but I'll do fish. And I also learned that because I live in the Northwest and genetically, I don't get a lot of sun contact, and so I'm low in vitamin D. So I'm definitely gonna be supplementing also with vitamin D. Voila, and I'm ready to go. So according to my DNA test with MTL Fitness, I also learned that I'm an intermediate metabolizer of caffeine. Now, being sensitive to it, if I take too much, I might have side effects like temporary bloating, inflammation, or the caffeine can even serve as a diuretic, which is not ideal during my training most of the time. I love to make coffee, and as a gift to myself, I bought myself a really sweet cappuccino machine, espresso machine, right after I placed in the Arnold Classic earlier this year. But I also found out that I am lactose intolerant. Boo! I really believe in not eliminating everything, but I know in order to be optimum, I have to monitor it, and when I'm prepping for a show, I will definitely choose to eliminate dairy from my diet. It's just that when I'm off season, I am going to enjoy a piece of cheese every now and then, and probably a little bit of, 2% or lactose-free milk when I'm making my cappuccino. It just makes me smile. Oh, that looks so good. That looks so good. So this is my daily morning indulgence. Now I'm ready to go do a routine. So I got my diet DNA results from Molecular Testing Labs, and together with my nutritionist, Pete Grubbs, we are going to incorporate those results into this week's nutrition plan. So you have to plan for success, so I'm going to prep my food for the week. You'll see that I have an array of color, an array of food. I'm in my off season. I want to get strong. I want to stay athletic for performance. So I'm going to be eating a variety of proteins, carbs, fruits, vegetables, and a lot of it is also like, for example, these peppers here will have more vitamin C than you'll get in an orange. Or I know it looks like French fries, but this is actually squash. And the squash will actually give me a lot of the vitamin A that I'm deficient in. So as you can see, I have chicken, turkey, tilapia, chopped up vegetables. Convenience is also another big thing. Sometimes I do things from scratch and sometimes I don't, which is why I bought this squash and why I have all these racks of vegetables that are already cut up, because that's just gonna help me prep my food faster because I'm a busy lady. I also have kale, pecans, quinoa, a variety of seasonings, and spinach. So watch the magic. 1 hour. It really doesn't take a lot of time. It just takes a little bit of effort to get your food ready for the week. And nutrition is so important when it comes to reaching your fitness goals and getting results. my genetic DNA test also shows that I'm susceptible to DOMS, which is delayed onset muscle soreness. So it's important that I not only, take in good nutrition to help fuel the body, but I'm also going to need to supplement with branched chain amino acids before and during my workout. That would really help prevent the delayed muscle onset soreness and help rebuild those muscles so that I'm not susceptible to tearing down the muscle because of the DOMS. So BCAAs are an important supplement in addition to the minerals and vitamins that I showed you before. I know it seems like a lot of work and it might be a little intimidating, especially when you look at the mess that can happen in the kitchen. But honestly, you guys, it's really just a habit that you have to get into. When I first started this process, it took me hours in the kitchen. I wasn't good at multitasking. And there were certain things that I didn't do. Maybe I was starting from scratch with everything and I did things that took a lot of time. Now I've learned what foods I like and how I can make it delicious, but also how to make it quick and simple. And honestly, it is worth the effort because 45 minutes of my time will help fulfill my fitness and nutrition goals for the week, where I'm a busy person, and if I don't spend this and invest 45 minutes of my time, it could turn into me having to eat whatever I can do when I'm on the road. I also want to talk about how important it is to realize that for those of you that compete, there's that competition body, the day of body, where maybe you're 6% body fat or you have six-pack abs and you're in the best shape of your life. But for the average person, and even for professional athletes like myself, that is not necessarily attainable every day. And so it's important that you give yourself that grace, and I recommend have a range of how you define health and fitness. For me, there's competition day, and as I move into my off season, which is really where a lot of the results happen and how I train, the muscle I put on, the strength that I gain, that is very important. But I have a range, and for me, it's about a 12-pound range from what I look like when I'm in competition shape to what I look like when I'm having a great off season where I'm vibrant, healthy, joyful, and just living my life. And so I say that that's important because, I will make an effort to eat clean, and I always say at least 80-20, but it doesn't mean that I don't have a glass of wine every now and then, and it doesn't mean in moderation I don't go out to dinner and I don't have dessert. I absolutely do those things, but I try to make sure I do it in moderation. And preparing my food for the week gives me healthy choices on hand all the time. And then if I decide that I want to go out to lunch and maybe enjoy something that deviates from that, it's okay, because it's something that I do in moderation. So just be sure that you plan for success, but give yourself that grace. When you see fitness models on the cover of a magazine, most of us do not look like that every day of the year, and you don't have to. Fitness is beyond just having a specific look that is six-pack abs and being in contest shape the day of, okay? So if you want to know exactly what your body needs according to your genes for your diet and training, check us out at mtlfitness.com. This is my blueprint. So stop guessing and start doing.